Greetings, I'm your boy Chubb Knoxx, and today I want to talk about Zoom. I want to try to give you some settings that can make your video look a little bit better and maybe your sound a little bit better. So bear with me. I am not a Zoom expert. I'll never claim to be, but I do have some pointers, some tips that could possibly help you get a better sound and also get a better video quality. So let's dive right in. All right, so opening up a Zoom, I have a Zoom open here. What I want to do is I want to direct you to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, which is they have the start video and unmute. And also they have these little arrows. So whether you're going to unmute or to your audio settings, or if you're clicking on the video settings tab, it's going to open up a window that's basically going to take you directly to the settings panel. So either one of those could work. All right, so as I go here to my video, basically long story short, I'm using the built-in camera, and I have unchecked the original ratio. The reason for that is because some PCs or laptop computers, they have a different kind of ratio other than what Zoom has or what it's looking for. And so it'll take your picture and it will just make it really messy. It'll zoom in or something crazy. You don't want that. So I have that unchecked. You definitely want to have HD. If you whether you have an HD camera on there or not, you definitely want to click HD. It's just going to give you a better quality. And I have mirrored my video. That means, like, if I look to the right, then it's going to look to the right. If I look to the left, it's going to look to the left. Self-explanatory. You take it off, it's just going to look weird. You know what I mean? And then you might get confused, and you don't want to get distracted while you have other things to focus on while you're trying to have your Zoom session. Take off the touch up my appearance, take off the adjust for low lighting. I'm gonna skip ahead and go to audio. If I go to my audio, I'm using a DAW preferred aggregated setup that I have for my particular system. And with that kind of setup, it makes things just a lot easier. Moving right along. So I want to just direct your attention to suppress background noise. Okay, I have mine on auto, and I think that you should definitely have this checked, because if you got like a cat or a dog or kids playing in the background, or like if you're at the church or something like that, it's all this different stuff going on in the background. You want to compress that down to the speaker, to the microphone, or if you're just using your computer built-in microphone, you don't want it to get everything that's going on around you. You just want it to be compressed down to that person speaking, or whatever sound is coming from the person that's the subject or the speaker. So show in meeting option to enable original sound. You definitely want to have that checked, because if you're playing a song or a video, that input sound so that people viewing and listeners can hear the music and the sound coming from that particular video that you're playing or that song that you're playing. Echo cancellation, absolutely. That has to do, a little bit of that has to do with some of the feedback. Stereo audio, you definitely want to have stereo audio clicked. High fidelity music mode. Okay, so I would have all three of these checked: high fidelity, echo cancellation, and stereo. These are some very important ones to check off. Mute my mic when joining a meeting. That means when you come into the meeting, they can't hear you, and that's That's very I think that's very important. I've seen a lot of people joining the meeting, and then you can just hear whatever they're saying in the background, and some of that stuff that's being said or that's being heard in the background, it ain't godly. All right. But anyway, you definitely want to mute your microphone coming inside of the meeting. Okay, you want to definitely just not have that going, because that could, you never know what's being said or in the background. I hope you know what you're saying, but you never know what's being said in the background or what others are hearing. Here's one that's easy. Press and hold the spacebar key to temporarily unmute, and that means like you can just hit the spacebar key, and then you can see down here that it's temporarily unmuted, and then when you let it go, it mutes it right away. That's if you have to say something real quick, and boom, unmute, and then boom, mute it back. So there's one thing that you can do to just keep your mic muted. I think it's more professional, and it's more respectful and considerate of others when you do it that way. And everybody wants that, so all right. So background and filters. I want you to take a look at this one. Now the background and filters is like, you see I got my little guy over here, he's hanging out on the cell phone and stuff, but you can put any picture up there that you want. You can download a picture from the internet. So for most church meetings, I use this one that has a cross in the background. Here's another one that has a cross in the background. One of the new updates with Zoom, they have what's called apps, and within that apps, you can go and click the apps, and then they will show you. Click discover, and then you can scroll down, and it will show you the one that has. Let me see what's the one I have. I believe it is Pixels Virtual Backgrounds, and so you can just download some of those backgrounds to this area right here. They'll show up as you download them in this background and filters tab, and so you can just turn them on. I mean, and you can just do blur if you just want to blur what's behind you, and they have some really cool ones that I've downloaded. And if you have a green screen, you could check this one right here, and it would take whatever the green screen that will be behind you, and it would take this picture and throw it to the green screen. So that's one way that can work. Some people have the green screen or the blue screen that you can hang right to the back of your chair, and I think those are pretty cool. So you could do it that way as well. Also, they have these little video filters. There's this, that's like fun stuff. You know what I mean? But I think it's very important to blur out the background, or like put a picture back there, because just so many different things, people walking in the background, and just all kind of stuff going on in the background that's very distracting from the meeting, and you want your attention to be on the speaker. You don't want people looking at the background of what you have going on, and you want to try to set that up. And these are very simple things to do. Whether you're zooming on your cell phone, you have the same options, or if you're zooming right from your computer, it's very simple to just go to settings and come to this tab here, filters and background, and just click blur, or set a photo or something like that. And they do a good job of, it looks like something coming in and out, but they can't see the background. The focus and the attention is on you. So that right there is just some of the simple things that I wanted to particularly point out for some groups that have been doing church Zoom and just using a laptop. And so if some of those options are checked, then maybe you could have a better experience, and those viewing can see a better and more professional look. And I know that it wasn't much, it wasn't getting in depth in Zoom because I'm not a Zoom professional, but you can go and check out some other videos as I did. And you know, you could go in and get your stuff looking good, get your Zoom looking good and sounding good. I just want to point out those few things just for the particular for this particular video. So thanks for watching, and I hope that I've helped. Take care.